right, thank you. Let me have the whole class. 1, 2, go.
I will be able to build on my understanding of linear functions represented as equations, tables, and graphs through peer collaboration using station activity and successfully complete an exit ticket.
So what does that really mean? What are we really doing today? Go ahead and talk about it. What are we really doing today?
We're going to do stations to further our knowledge on linear functions in different forms.
Yes, we can understand it more.
Yeah. Did you guys notice that we have 2 different standards? We have 8F2 and 8F4.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I think it's important for students to know the essential questions and the learning target for the day, because I think it sets the pace for them to be able to fulfill the expectation for the day. Students should be aware of what they are expected to learn, make it clear for them so that they're looking forward to it. And then at the end as well, they can see, okay, did I meet my expectations or not? So the first time my students come in, they settle down and immediately they take out their interactive notebook. And on the right side of the interactive notebook, they are breaking down the standards and the objectives. So they will write the essential question, then they will write the standard. They don't necessarily copy the standard down, but they will write the title of the standard that matches the objective. Then they will break the objectives into skills and knowledge, into the how, which is the process, and into the evidence. So when they are done with this, then they will discuss with members of their table to make sure, am I getting the same thing that someone else is getting? Do I have the same understanding of what we're learning today, like the rest of my table?
I think the skill is build,
And
the knowledge is on my understanding of linear functions.
I agree.
and for how it's peer calibration.
I agree. And then evidence is
Exit ticket.
I want to make sure that it's consistent. So it doesn't matter what happens, even when they have a sub, they come in, they do exactly the same thing. But I want you to focus on, when you're doing these stations, you're focusing on what do I already know? What do I have trouble with? Can you collaborate with your peers as you're doing this? Yes, so that's part of what we're doing. And what is that knowledge? What is really the knowledge for today? What are we supposed to be walking away with? The knowledge, the understanding of linear functions represented in equations, tables, and graphs. So all 3 of them. Some of you are very good with the graphs. Some of you are good with when it's written in equations. But a lot of you are struggling with the tables, especially with the y-intercept. So even if you walk in and ask them, they're able to tell you, they're able to articulate what they're learning for the day and the progress that they're making. And that's very important, that the students know what progress are they making, because then they know what they need to do to reach mastery.
Then you put rate of change and slope. Slope and rate of change are the same. Rate of change and initial value. So you write it in y-intercept form, slope-intercept form.
Oh, okay.
So how do I go from 8 to 16? What do I need to add to go from 8 to 16? No, we're not timesing. What do I need to add or subtract? Do I need to add something plus 8? That plus 8 is your initial value. Oh. Makes sense? I like that. Oh. So we're going to do our exit ticket from yesterday as an entry ticket today, because that's what we do. When we don't finish, get to the exit ticket, we start with it today. So your exit ticket is going to focus on that station that you started with yesterday. How many of you felt like you got something out of it? So go ahead and talk about what you got out of yesterday before we start our entry ticket.
I guess I got a better understanding of the standard form, how to put it in slope-intercept form.
I got a better understanding of like how the rising one works, because that's what station 1 really was based on.
I got a better understanding how to solve an equation problem. You know how you have to cross out the x and all that.
that.
Like
Y,
separation.
Yeah, separation.
Hopefully I do good then, because I think I know how to do it.
Yeah, then
All
also
right,
learned
in
how
3, 2, 1. So before we get into that, let's just go ahead and do our exit ticket or our entry ticket in this case today. So go ahead and take your iPad. You'll be going to class kick. So the students, it's important that the students know that there's a formative assessment that is coming, because that's what learning is about. In the objective, we talk about the evidence. there's always the evidence at the end. What am I walking away with? How does my teacher know that I actually learned this? So they see it already in the objective as the evidence. We call it our evidence. Write your last sentence if you're writing, or do the last thing that you want to do in about 10 seconds. So I need you to think about this. On the left-hand side of your notebook, I need you to reflect on, do your reflections. Did you meet your goal or didn't you meet your goal? If you met your goal, how? If you didn't meet your goal, what would you do today to ensure that you meet your goal? Because you know you have your notes, you have all your resources that you could have used during the stations. So go ahead for the next 3 minutes. How many minutes? 3 minutes. Write your reflection. Did you meet your goal? I want them to think about, did I really meet that objective? Did I meet my goal? Because we talked about it at the beginning. If I met my goal, how do I know that I met it? And then if they didn't meet it, what are they going to do to be able to meet it? So I think it's important that they are aware. I think it's important that you have them self-reflect, and that brings them to the point where they know what they're supposed to learn, and they know that they see the urgency.